What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, as you know, we're reading Where's Our Solar System? And now we're on chapter 4. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, let's go. The ancient Greeks identified 5 planets with the naked eye: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Later, astronomers discovered 2 more planets, Uranus and Neptune. Including Earth, there are 8 planets. They are divided into 2 groups, inner planets and outer planets. The inner planets are the 4 planets closest to the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Here's what they have in common. They are small and rocky with solid surfaces. Most of them, the inner planets, are made of heavy metals like iron or nickel. Some of them has rings. However, the inner planets are more different from one another than they are alike. The planet closest to the Sun is Mercury. Is it always hot on Mercury? No. The temperature on Mercury goes from very hot during the day to very cold during the night. No other planet has such a dramatic change in temperature. Mercury is the smallest planet of the planets. If Earth was the size of a pea, Mercury would be the size of a grain of mustard seed. Even though Mercury is small, it is the fastest planet. Mercury travels up to 31 miles per second. It takes Mercury just 88 Earth days to orbit the Sun. It travels around the Sun 4 times in 1 Earth year. Planet names. The planets, except Earth and Uranus, are named after ancient Roman gods. Mercury, quick-footed messenger god. Venus, god of love. Earth, Old English word, that means ground. Mars, god of war. Jupiter, ruler of the gods. Saturn, father of Jupiter and god of the harvest. Uranus, Greek god of heaven. Neptune, god of the sea. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and one of the brightest objects in our sky after the Sun and Moon. It is known as the morning star or evening star because it can be seen from Earth shortly before the sun rises and right after the sun sets. It stands out as a tiny white dot near the Sun. Sometimes Venus is called Earth's sister planet because they are similar in size. But Venus is very different from Earth. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. The temperature of Venus can reach more than 800 degrees Fahrenheit. So far, the highest temperature ever recorded on Earth has been 134 degrees. Until the 1950s, scientists believed Venus was covered with green tropical jungles and swamps. That's not the case. Venus is one of the driest places in the solar system. There is no water at all. Venus is covered with clouds between 28 and 43 miles thick. These clouds trap heat underneath. It would be impossible for life as we know it to exist on Venus. The third planet from the Sun is our home planet, Earth. Earth is the only planet that isn't named after a god. Earth comes from an Old English word meaning ground. Earth is very different from the rest of the planets. It contains over 8 million different kinds of life. Earth is the only planet in our solar system where beings can live. The last of the inner planets is Mars. It's about half of Earth's size and covered in rust-colored dust. That's why it's sometimes called the red planet. Mars has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. These rocky lumps are 2 of the smallest moons in the solar system. Mars has amazing scenery. It is home to the longest canyon in the solar system, Valles Marineris. Valles Marineris is 4 times deeper and nearly 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon. Mars also has a huge volcanic mountain that's 16 miles high. approximately 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Many millions of years ago, Mars may have had oceans and rivers like Earth. So does that mean there was once life on Mars? In order to find out, there has been unmanned space missions to Mars, more than to any other planet. During these missions, spacecraft have flown by, orbited, or landed on Mars so that they can gather information. One type of spacecraft that has traveled to Mars is a rover. A rover is a robotic vehicle that looks like a big car. It drives over alien terrain while ground controllers on Earth use computers to direct where it goes. In 2012, a rover named Curiosity landed on Mars. Since then, it has been studying Martian soil, rocks, and dust. So far, no evidence on life on Mars has been found. Still, people have remained fascinated by the possibility. There are so many books and movies about Martians. Some describe Martians as little green men in the book The War of Worlds. Martians are violent invaders. These are also many fans of websites. And as Curiosity roams the planet, it tweets information to its millions of followers. Scientists aren't the only ones curious about life on Mars. Elon Musk, a wealthy businessman and inventor, says he will find a way to have people live on Mars by the year 2024. And that's chapter 4. Thank you for listening. Make sure you come back later and watch chapter 5. All right. See you.